Hello, grandkids. It's Mema for Stories with Mema. And you know how much Mema loves Pig the Pug. That's right. And there are 3 stories in one book here. Pig the Pug. Isn't he so funny looking? I just love Pig. Let's see what's one story. Let's see if we can get through one story and where that takes us. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is also by Aaron Blaby. Pig was a pug, and I'm sorry to say he was greedy and selfish in most every way. Look at his food bowl and his tongue sticking out. Isn't he funny? His eyeballs. He lived in a house with a wiener dog, Trevor. But when was he nice to him? I'll tell you, never. You've got some great toys there, poor Trevor would say. But Pig would just grumble, they're mine. Go away. But it might be more fun, Trevor said to Pig, if we both played together. Well, Pig flipped his wig. Oh no, oh no. No, they're mine. Didn't you hear? Only mine. You keep your paws off them. They're mine, mine, mine. I know what your game is. You want me to share, but I'll never do that. I won't. I swear. Oh, look at how mean he's being. And with that, he proceeded to gather his stuff and make a big pile with a huff and a puff. He is not sharing. And once he had gathered them up in a pile, he howled from the top with a satisfied smile. There, shouted Pig, now you won't get my loot. It's mine, 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 so why don't you scoot? Not very nice. Uh-oh. But just at that moment, poor Trevor did see the pile was wobbling. Oh, dear me. Watch out up there, good Trevor did cry. But the shame of it was, uh-oh. Well, pugs cannot fly. Oh no, he fell out the window. These days, it's different, I'm happy to say. It's so very different in most every way. Now, Trevor's playing with Pig's toys now. Wonder what happened. Yes, Pig shares his toys now, and Trevor's his friend, and they both play together. While Pig's on the mend. Oh, poor Pig, he's all bandaged up so he can't stop Trevor from playing with the toys. That's very cute, isn't it? Okay, should we read the next one? Pig the Fibber. Instead of Pig the Pug, it's Pig the Fibber. All right, are you ready for this one? I love Pig the Pug. Pig was a pug, and I'm sorry to say he would often tell lies just to get his way. And when he would fib, he was awfully clever. When Pig got in trouble, he would always blame Trevor. Poor Trevor. You see, he would mess up the living room mat, and then he'd just point and say, Trevor did that. That's not very nice. Oh, he'd shatter a beautiful vase full of flowers, and then he'd say, Trevor's been crazy for hours. Oh, no. He once even ripped up a lovely old dress. Oh no, it's a wedding dress. See that? Oh. Then he hid behind Trevor and made him confess. Look at, he's got the veil on. Poor Trevor. Why do you do this? Asked poor little Trevor. I thought we were friends. But Pig said, whatever. Then came the day of Pig's sneakiest plan. He said, I will steal all the treats that I can. They keep them up there in the closet up high. But before I can get them, I need a good lie. He's thinking up a good lie. And with that, he let rip. It was stinky and grim. Then he pointed at Trevor and said, it was him. Oh, he farted. Look at that. So Trevor was taken outside for some air. This was Pig's chance, and he climbed on a chair. Those treats will be mine, and I'll gobble them all. But behind all those treats, uh-oh. What's behind all those treats? Do you see that right there? Let's see what it was. Was an old bowling ball. Bowling balls are very, very heavy. These days, it's different, I'm happy to say. Pig has stopped lying. Hip, hip, hooray. He may have some bruises and one less front tooth, but he sure learned his lesson. Look at Trevor's cuddling with him. And that is the truth. Isn't that cute? He's all bandaged up again. I think lying and being selfish and not sharing is not good, healthy for Pig. Okay, ready for this one? Last one. Pig the winner. Oh, even his bowl says mine. Pig was a pug, and I'm sorry to say, if he didn't come first, it would ruin his day. Yes, Pig was a winner. He just had to win. And nothing would stop him. Oh, where to begin? Believe it or not, he was quite hard to beat. And the reason was simple. Yes, Pig was a cheat. Oh no, Pig, will you ever learn? But if he did lose, he'd throw a pink fit. He'd scream and he'd cry and he just wouldn't quit. He'd sob and he'd sulk with a quivering chin till you gave up and said to him, okay, you win. But as soon as you said it, he'd clap and he'd stamp and he'd rub it in loudly that he was the champ. Silly Pig. Trevor would say to him, let's just have fun. But Pig would reply, it ain't fun till I've won. So one night at supper, Pig shouted with glee, who can eat faster? I bet that it's me. Trevor said shyly, I don't want to race. But Pig yelled, go, and was stuffing his face. Oh my, look at that. He wolfed down his food, he gobbled his kibble. His face was awash with biscuits and dribble. He chomped up 3 sausages, all of them whoppers. Then he munched through the doggy treats, gnashed his choppers. He swallowed it all in a minute or less, but something went wrong. Do you know? Can you guess? It's not good to stuff your face, huh? Because he was busy stuffing his hole, Pig didn't notice he swallowed his bowl. Oh no. Lucky for Pig, Trevor knew what to do. He squeezed out the bowl before Pig could turn blue. But Pig didn't thank him. He just said, I win. Then the bowl bounced right back. Oh no, what's going to happen? And knocked Pig in the bin, in the garbage can. These days it's different, I'm happy to say. Pig's not the winner each time that they play. He plays to have fun, and his tantrums have ceased. Yes, Trevor can win now. Well, sometimes at least. Oh, he's cheating. That Pig the Pug, he's going to teach us lessons on how to behave, huh? Because we don't want to get hurt like he does. All right, grandkids, Mema loves you very much, and you better behave, not like Pig the Pug. I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck. I'll read you later. Mwah!